Welcome back to TechGuideFX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments here on the Polygon Matic chart, which has continued to obey the Elliot wave structures. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to first give you a recap of what has been happening starting here on the daily chart, where you can see from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $2.9 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.32 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, which is an impulsive wave. And because of its impulsive nature, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3, having the wave 5 completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of that wave 2. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that lies at around the $5.0537 mark. And that is what I'm expecting to play out here on the Polygon Matic chart on the long-term scenarios. And jumping to the 1-hour chart to give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see I have this Elliot wave structure in blue, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, where I believe we have completed the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside after making our peak at around the $1.3 mark. And now my primary scenario is that in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 2, and because the higher Elliot wave count 2 is a corrective wave, we also expect to see an ABC corrective structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 2, and we are seeing such a movement over here where we can term this as the wave A, then a wave B making its peak at around the $0.94 mark. And right now I'm expecting one more new low in the formation of this wave C, which should fully maximize the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And because we're in the formation of this wave C, which is a impulsive wave, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within that wave C, having the wave 5 of the fractal wave within the formation of this wave C, fully maximizing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of that 5-wave structure, after making our high at around the $0.94 mark in the formation of that wave B, we started the wave C, where we can term this as the wave 1 to the lower side within the formation of that wave C. And in the formation of that wave 1, we made our low at around the $0.74 mark, and we started a very nice bounce to the upside in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2, which is the move that we expect next after seeing the formation of a wave 1 to the lower side. And using the Fibonacci's, I can first sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 2 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the high of that first wave to the low of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies between the $0.87 mark and the $0.8517 mark, which is the move that is playing out right now. And if I zoom in so that you can see that better, you can see we have managed to get into that target area, and I'm expecting Polygon Matic to fully maximize that target area before we see another 5-wave structure to the lower side in the formation of this wave 3 to the lower side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this second wave, where I expected to see an ABC corrective structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 2. Because of its corrective nature, we are seeing that ABC corrective structure right here, where we can have this as the low for this wave 2 at around the $0.77 mark. And whatever we are seeing right now is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave C, which should fully maximize this target area. And there are chances that we might have fully maximized that target area at around the $0.85 mark, and that is because we have managed to get into our target area. And having that in mind, very soon I'll be expecting another 5-wave structure to the lower side, which should be forming this wave 3 to the lower side. So right now we can have a sketch of a 5-wave structure that we'll be expecting as a in the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 completing the formation of that wave 3, and using the highs that you have made at the moment, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the high of that wave A, that is the wave 1, to the low of that wave wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 2 that you have made right now, and that gives me a minimum target area using the fib ratios 1:1 back to around the $0.6648 mark. But for now, we need to be a little bit patient. Continue waiting to see how the chart continues to unfold, because there are chances of also making a high outside this target area that I have right here on the charts. And if I also take a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 77 mark, meaning we have managed to get into the overbought region, and we cannot support any movements to the upper side in the formation of this higher Elliott wave count 2, because we have managed to get into the overbought region. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have managed to print a bullish cross, and that means higher prices are still coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.